Hard work is a two-way street. You get what you put in. Welcome to the video session of MahendraGuru.com. The topic today we have is the network layer, the protocols and devices associated with the network layer. Okay, name the third layer of OSI model. Yes, it is the network layer. Yesterday we studied about the network layer. Today we will focus on the protocols and devices that are associated with this layer. So let us have a look. Okay, now this is a 7-layer architecture of OSI. This 7-layer architecture follows dash approach. It follows the bottom top approach, which means the first layer is the bottom layer, the second layer, the third layer, and so on. Bottom to top approach is followed in the OSI 7-layer architecture. This point, this fact should be remembered every time you answer any question in your examination. So let us see where actually the network layer is located. The network layer is located below the transport layer and above the data link layer. Or we can say the network layer is located in between the transport and the data link layer. Now, let us begin with the topic and focus upon the devices and protocols that are associated with this layer. Okay, now we have the protocols here. What are protocols? Often a question is asked, dash is a set of rules. Protocol is a set of rules. Now, let us study that particular set of rules. Okay, the network layer holds many important protocols. Some of them are. Some of the most important protocols of network layer are the first one, the very important one, Internet Protocol, IPv6, Internet Protocol version 4 or 6. Internet Protocol is a connectionless service provider which is used to deliver data from source to destination. The point here which should be marked out is that IP is a connectionless service provider. Connectionless. It means before transmission there is no such connection established. So if no connection established, it is clear that no acknowledgement will be provided. Now, used to deliver data from source to the destination with the help of IP address. The second point that should be noted down here, with the help of IP address, without demanding acknowledgement from the receiver. Now the third point, these 3 points are very important if we consider the SOIT examination. Okay, IP is a protocol that is a connectionless one, point 1. Second point, IP delivers the data from source to destination using the IP address. And the third point, that no acknowledgement is demanded from the receiver. Now, moving on to the next protocol, IGMP, Internet Group Management Protocol. Now, what is Internet Group Management Protocol? What kind of group is it? IGMP supports multicasting, which is a service wherein one to many or one to m network can be established and can support applications such as, now the application should be remembered here, applications such as video streaming and gaming, one to many, one server and many clients, somewhat like that. Okay, now this is also an important protocol of network layer. The next protocol that we have here is ICMP, very similar to IGMP, sounds very similar to IGMP, but the working is entirely different. ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, a protocol which is used by network devices. First point to be noted, used by network devices to send error messages. For example, now the first point, used by network devices, what for? It is used for sending the error messages. Now, here is an example. If the requested network device or service is not available for any of the reason, in that case an error message is sent. For example, if on a network a router is unavailable for any of the reason, then an error message will be generated by the ICMP and will be sent to the one who is approaching that particular router. Okay, next one we have, or the last one that we have, is EGP, Exterior Gateway Protocol. Now, have you heard about it ever? No, I don't think so. A protocol that is not in use now, and was limited to the tree topology. Tree-like topologies used EGP and was used to exchange data between. Now, here is a point that should be noted down. Data between two neighbor gateway hosts. Two neighbor gateway hosts in a tree-like topology used EGP, which is not in use at current time. Yeah, in current time. Okay. Now, very important. These IP classes should be noted down. The IP is divided into 5 different classes. These classes are named as A, B, C, D, E, and these classes are, or these classes hold a particular range. Now, what is that range? We should memorize this range. Very useful, very important if we consider the SOIT examination. Okay, class A 1 to 126, class B 128 to 191, class C 192 to 223, class D 224 to 239, and final class E 240 to 255. Okay, now one is missing. What is missing out here? Okay, it is 127. Now, what is 127? 127 is used for loopback, and the default loopback address is 127.0.0.1. This should be noted down. Very important. Okay, let's see what we have next. Devices. Okay, now we are going to focus on the devices that work on operate on rather the network layer. Router. The first device that we have here is a router. Router operates on the network layer. Very true. And is used for directing traffic over network until the destination is reached. As told in the previous VDP of network layer, a router, there was a process named as routing. Now, routing is performed by a device known as a router. What does a router actually works? How does a router actually works? A router actually forwards the data packet from the source to the destination. Now, this actually follows a SPF algorithm, shortest path first. The router selects the shortest path between two nodes, the source and the destination, and the packet is forwarded on that particular shortest path. Okay, let's see what next device we have. Okay, we have router. What is router? Router is actually a combination of bridge and router. Router carries out the work of bridge as well as the router. A router serves the dual services, one of bridge connecting two or more LAN segments, that is what a bridge does, and second of a router. It is a combination of bridge and router. Okay, let's see. Okay, we have the questions here. Name the layer above the third layer of OSI. Now, memorize that 7-layer architecture and try to name it. The third layer that is above, the layer that is above the third layer of OSI. Name the layer above the third layer of OSI. It means the question is demanding the name of the fourth layer. Now, memorize it. First one, physical, then after data link, then after network, and then after, yes, it is the transport layer. Very good. IPv4 or IP version 4 is classified into how many classes? We have seen it. The IPv4 is classified into how many classes? Class A, B, C, D. How many classes? Yes, it's 5 classes. The IPv4 is classified into 5 different classes. Class A, Class B, Class C, Class D, and Class E. Okay, let's see what we have next. Dash is a process of searching path between two nodes. Dash is a process of searching the shortest path, or dash is a process of searching path between two nodes. Yes, the process is known as routing. Okay, the next question. Internet protocol provides connection dash service. We have learned it. We have seen it. The internet protocol provides connection dash service. Yes, the answer is very true. The answer is very correct. It provides the connectionless service. So, the next Digi page will be on the fourth layer, that is the transport layer. Do post a comment on mahendraguru.com and do subscribe us on YouTube channel. Your success is our success.